by head coach Heather Voulin as well as junior captain Gabby Kaju following the loss to Stony Brook. Coach, if you could start off with an opening statement.
Yeah, I just want to say congrats to Stony Brook. I thought they played a really good game today. We had a game plan to try to contain 15, and to her credit, she had an excellent game and was able to lead her team to victory. I'm disappointed in terms of how we didn't, put our game plan into effect. I felt like we left a lot of things that we'd worked on the last couple days in prep. But that's something we'll address in practice and in film, and we're going to get to where we need to go. But unfortunately, today wasn't our day.
Gabby, what did Stony Brook do to prevent you from playing the way you're accustomed to playing this season?
I think just getting fouls early on. I think we needed to focus more on our defense, and that set us back a few points, obviously. So I think what really was is like our defense flowing into our offense, and today I felt like our defense wasn't as great as it normally is, so it couldn't really flow into our offense as it normally is.
Coach, your team turned the ball over 21 times. Is that something you're worried about moving forward, or do you view it more as just a bump in the road?
Obviously we have a young team, so that's we do spend a lot of time on press break and valuing the basketball. Since it's young in the season, I am playing a lot of different players just to kind of see what I'm getting from them. And unfortunately, some of the young players had a few turnovers where in a normal situation, if the game had been closer, I probably would have kept them out there. But I just wanted to see how they would handle the adversity and if they would make better decisions. So I think 21 is not really who we are and what we're about. So I think it's more of just a bump in the road today.
Your team shot 21% in the first half. Was that more of a product of your team's stagnant offensive play, or do you give credit to Stony Brook's defense?
Oh, I think it's definitely a combination of both. I'd never want to take away anyone else's hard work. I also feel like one of the things that we're working on with this young team is just shot selection and trust in the offense. Sometimes we're going to get shots quick and it's great, and other times we may have to use 20 seconds of the shot clock. So those are things that we'll keep addressing and get better at.
Coming out of the break, your team was a lot more successful. You tied them in scoring in the third quarter at 18. So what was the message at halftime, and how were you guys able to be a little bit more successful coming out of the break?
Well, I think, basically I think we got punched in the face in the first half, and so I challenged them at halftime to respect your home court and your fans. It's just not about you. Maybe you had a bad first half, but now you have to use this as motivation to make sure we have a better second half. So I was much pleased with the effort we put forth in the second half, but I just felt we had too many kids on the team not handle the adversity of the first half very well and dug us a hole.
Davis exploded for 15 points in the second half on very efficient shooting, 6 for 7. What allowed her to get in a groove in the second half?
Yeah, we moved her more over to the point guard spot, so she was able to kind of have the ball in her hands, which is something that she likes to do. But she's a talented scorer. Like if she makes a couple, she'll probably make 4 or 5 in a row. So I usually give her a little bit more leeway than maybe somebody else because she's a proven scorer. Just the first half, though, she was one of those kids that didn't handle adversity well. So I need to see 2 halves out of her because she could have had a really great game if she had showed up to play, ready to play in the first half.
Last question.
Only 9 assists today. Was the team struggling to move the ball? You want to see more ball movement?
Well, I felt like we had some good shots and some good kickouts. We just weren't shooting the ball well, as you mentioned already. So if we're not putting the ball in when it's passed to us, we can't add the assist. But we definitely just have to trust the offense more and not settle for shots when we can get better shots.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Gabby.